That's what I've been doing.
Lovely.
What I've been doing is working on a car
Ooh,
all
oh yeah.
weekend.
How's that working out for you?
Well, it's still not,
Oh,
so
lovely.
that's
Even better.
fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll have to you know, get somebody in here that actually knows what the hell they're doing because I'm at the end of my abilities.
You're at
So,
that point.
yeah, unfortunately.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah. I mean, it's already cost me about $300 between the new battery and the starter, and that was doing everything myself. So
Oh no.
fun stuff. So, guys, watch our videos. Listen to the commercials.
Yeah, listen to the
Get us
ad.
Let me
money.
let
So
me pay
Ron,
these guys.
so Ron can get paid.
Please.
Buy our
Brothers,
shirts. Buy our shirts.
yeah, buy the shirts. That's what you need to do. Support Ron any way you can. Send him money. Put cash in an envelope and send it to Ron. At Ron 11234 Idaho Lane, Indiana, New
You,
York.
if you're gonna
One.
do it that way, just send it to my Venmo. It's good at this game. Like, come on.
No, you gotta track that. If they just send you cash, then you don't gotta track it.
Ah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if they
Point
don't
there.
send it to my address, then
Well, that's true too.
meet me outside of the showroom.
Hey, email me. I'll get you the address. How's that?
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
email Joe at 1234 brothers, sisters, gender resistors. Happy holidays. Because of what's the next one? Martin Luther King Jr. Day? Is that what we're up to now?
Might be
Calendar.
Valentine's Day.
No, Martin Luther King Jr. That would be
Yeah.
on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Martin Luther King
Look
Jr.
at
Day.
him. He knows it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like we could say happy holidays to like any holiday. Why
That's
is it
true.
specifically only applied to the December ones? You know what I mean?
That's fair. All
Anyway.
right, Chuck. I want to hear a happy holiday for every holiday now from now on.
Oh, what a good gimmick that will be. I'll just say it at the beginning of like I tried to last time and then forgot.
I mean, I could give you I can tell you when we have a holiday coming up. So
That's an idea.
Got it in my planner here.
Ooh,
Oh, there we
fancy.
go. Oh, all right. Brothers, sisters, gender resistors, welcome to another episode of the Comic Book Rundown presents Random Reviews. This may be a heated one. This
I don't
one
think it's gonna be as heated as you think.
really? Okay, because I have a petition to introduce later. So
Oh no.
we'll see how that goes for everybody. This is Random Reviews brought to you by the Comic Book Rundown. No, it's not. It's on its own feed now. It's just the Comic Book Rundown. Welcome to the feed. I hope you'll listen to the commercials. That's our tagline. Welcome to the feed. We hope you listen to the commercials.
Also, Rundown Reviews on its own feed. It's on both. It's on both. Both.
Everybody's
feeds.
got a feed. We've got so many feeds right now. It's unreal. I'm full. That's how many feeds we got.
I mean, I've got 3 just on this one. Plus I've got, my other podcasts with 2 over there.
Yeah. As of right now, I
Plus
just do
Patreon.
one. So
Yeah.
You do 1.5 because occasionally you. Oh no, just the feeds. Never mind. Anyway, listen, we watched The Matrix from 1999.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about things not holding up very well.
I am glad that you said that out loud and not me. So experiences with this movie? How many times have you seen this?
I have probably seen this movie at least 6 or 7 times. I haven't seen it recently. Like I probably haven't watched this since before I got divorced, obviously, because I didn't realize that I didn't have the DVDs over here until I went to watch it for this. But I remember watching this like after it came out on DVD, because this was like one of the like really big first DVDs that I remember watching. Because 99 was like, the big transition between VHS and DVD as far as like like where they pretty much quit making VHSs, or they didn't make VHSs as often, or they weren't making
as often
many.
because I remember getting both episode 1 and episode 2 on VHS, and episode 2 came out in 2003. 2 because it was 99. No, 90.
It was 2002.
Yeah, was I still in high school when that came out?
Well, technically,
so
the VHS came out in 2003 because came out. The movie came out in December.
Yeah, right. No, the movie came out in like the summer because that was before they started coming out in the summertime.
I really remember it being in the winter, but okay.
Well, winter came out for the sequels, but
gotcha.
The prequels were in the summer, so it was 99, 2002, 2005. It came out in 2003 on VHS and DVD, and I got both of them in 2003. So 99 is when the transition started into DVD and like HD DVD.
Yep.
The whole PlayStation and Xbox fighting on what would be the next platform.
That wasn't until like 2000, like
was that
6, 2005, somewhere like
that.
That
was the Blu-ray and
yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
But I remember specifically this came out on DVD because my mom's boyfriend at the time had this ridiculous surround sound system hooked up to his massive TV, and watching The Matrix on that was badass because like every explosion and everything, like you felt like he had the what the hell are those things are the bass speakers under the seat.
Subwoofers.
Subwoofers. Thank you. Underneath the seats of the couch, like built into the couch.
Oh, that'd be kind
of
fun.
It was pretty wild. And I remember I was like, man, this movie is so awesome. It's like, state of the art, cutting edge, like badassness. And then I watched it in 2025.
I'm glad you brought up the sound because watching it here, the sound when it goes from any sort of like music or action scene to them talking was like boom, 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 boom to we're gonna do this. I had to keep turning it down and turning it back up and turning it back down. Very annoying. But no, as for me, I don't remember if I saw this in theaters. I don't think I did. I think I waited until DVD as well. But I also think the last time I watched this was probably before COVID. So it was before. I did not watch the latest one, the fourth one, because I wanted to.
I had forgotten there was a fourth one until I ordered the 4 set of DVDs for it.
Right. Well, and again, that came out during COVID, and I was going to watch it, but I never got around to it. And so I may have. I didn't watch it before then. I think I may have watched it maybe a couple years before that. So randomly. I don't know why. I think just because I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while, I'll put it on. And it was probably one of those things where I put it on, wasn't really paying attention to it.
That's fair.
So it's probably
I had a hard time paying attention to it.
So it's probably been about roughly a decade. So I would say somewhere between 2015 and 2018 is about the last time I watched it. Now that being said, I don't remember what I was going to say. Yep. So, no, it's fine.
Right.
The action scenes were fine.
That's true. Some of the action was fun.
Chuck,
what about you?
So I realized maybe a third of the way through the movie that I have never seen this movie.
Oh.
Like all the way through, or you've never actually seen it?
I have seen all of the parts that everybody loves. I've seen the dojo fight scene, the slow motion bullet stuff, the part where they're going up through the building.
What about the part where he throat chops him 37 times?
So I did not, but I did enjoy it.
I sent it to you in the chat, man.
I know, I watched it in the chat. It was great. It was wonderful. I really appreciate it.
It's the best fight scene in the movie.
It was silly, and I enjoyed it. But I realized that I never actually knew the plot to this. Like I don't know the plot to The Matrix actually. I think I've only ever seen bits of it on TV.
Yeah, because this definitely was a one that they showed on TNT.
Oh, a TNT
Constantly.
all the time. This one, and then FX always got Reloaded. They always showed Reloaded.
Is
For
Reloaded
whatever
the
reason.
second one or the
I
third
feel like
one?
they showed Reloaded and Revolution, like both of them.
Maybe. I just specifically remember Reloaded being part of DVD on TV on FX.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
tracks 100%.
Yeah. I mean, it came out in that era of DVD on TV, which is
Yes,
a lot of.
Pretty sure Reloaded is number 2.
Okay.
It is, yeah. And then Revelations is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the new one is Remastered or whatever it's called.
Resurrected?
Resurrection. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I've heard it's not good, but
Same.
We'll find out in like 10 years.
We'll find out in a while. Yeah. We'll get to it eventually.
but I think I had the same feeling that you guys did, which was this doesn't age well. It doesn't hold up well. It's weird. There's way more CG than I remember seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the time it probably did look really, really good. But looking at it now, man, it looks rough.
So bad.
But the practical effects that they did were really good. Like the fight scene in the building with all the guns. Now, I mean, complete waste of ammo, but the fight scene there was
absolutely
great.
Everybody had ammo cheats on.
Oh god, yeah.
No, it was what's the opposite of the plot armor when it's the guns that
it's God mode.
Yeah, no, but it's they always have enough bullets until they absolutely need the last one, and then the gun's empty.
Yeah.
There's like a term for it. I just forget what it is.
I don't remember.
Plot convenience, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I was watching and I was like, also everybody has explosive armor piercing rounds that just destroy the building.
Well, I mean, in their defense, though, if you hit those freaking tiles, they will crack and shatter like that. And if you hit them with a hard enough impact, they'll explode.
Yeah, but I mean, they were destroying the entire pillar.
Which I think those guys had like the riot gear.
I would say they were unloading like assault rifles and shit.
Yeah,
too, though. It wasn't like 1 or 2 shots. It was like 55 shots into each pillar, and then no shots in between them.
I mean, yes, but it just seemed if anything,
it was very excessive.
Also, who was Neo shooting at when all the bullets were coming from him this way while he was running this way and shooting?
There was a couple guys over there.
He's running across the screen this way shooting, and everybody else is shooting at him from this direction.
There was like 2 guys on the end, at least one guy on that end that he was shooting at.
Okay.
Unloading both Uzis into, I guess.
For our audio listeners, Ron was describing a perpendicular running is what was happening there. Anyway, yeah, man, yikes. This is not my favorite thing I've ever watched. Now, that being said, I used to think that I hated this movie because of the fan base. Yes, I fucking could not. Funny enough, there will be a movie coming up where that fan base makes a movie on our list one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh.
But right now in this moment, I cannot fucking stand the kids I went to high school with that loved this movie. They were so obnoxious about it. They put this movie on a pedestal, and therefore, I never wanted to see it. But I also realized this is not really my kind of movie. I don't care about cybernetic goth punk stuff. And that's what this thing birthed.
Oh no, man! This is an allegory about how Jews are the last refuge for humanity.
Oh, I thought it was people are batteries.
Well, that too, but Zion is their last hope, so Zionists are the only survivors.
Yeah.
It is funny that you say that because I couldn't believe how Christian coded this thing was.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's because he's their own personal savior. He says right at the beginning of the movie, the one dude, he's like, "You're my own personal Jesus Christ, man." And then what does he become? He unlocks God mode, basically.
Yeah.
And speaking of the beginning of the movie, when they go into that club, that punk goth club, there's no way they were playing Rob Zombie Dragula.
Why not?
Yeah, they were.
Because no, Rob Zombie would have been too mainstream for a club like that.
No,
They
that
would
was
have
a
been
club.
playing edgy metal music.
That was a club full of posers, my guy. That was
Well,
that was
obviously they
the
were listening
rich.
to Dragula.
I know, but
Exactly.
like that was the rich goth club. That was the club that was
Oh.
just doing it because it was was becoming the trendy thing.
Plus,
Gotcha.
you have to remember this is a computer program thinking that this is what the people want.
That's fair.
Okay.
I did like the
So
line that Trinity drops on him right there, though, where he's like, "Oh man," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, I just thought you were a guy," and she's like, "Yeah, most guys do."
Okay. So two thoughts. One, holy shit, was this written by incels? Now I know the Wachowski siblings have something to do with this. They're the directors and writers.
They're the writers, too.
Yeah, they're the writers.
They're the writers.
And so I
That's
still have
crazy
an
to
old
me.
enough DVD to where it says the Wachowski brothers on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see when the transition happens in the movies.
It was the first one transitioned, I want to say, because 2 and 3 were filmed together.
Yeah.
And I want to say the first one transitioned while those 2 were being filmed, and the second one transitioned after, if I remember correctly.
So it's going to be the Wachowski brothers, the
believe.
Wachowski brother and sister, and then the Wachowski sisters.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
I think they go.
that's
by,
going
I
to be.
think they go by.
I think it goes by siblings and then sisters.
Oh, okay, because I think it'll be
Okay.
fun to see that in the credits, like as it goes through the progress of these movies.
I mean, we can check, we can see.
Well,
but
we'll see in
I
the
don't-
next movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Chuck, as you were
I
saying,
didn't realize they switched their pronouns to sisters. I thought they were still the siblings.
They may still be siblings, but I could be wrong. I could be mistaken.
Yeah. That's what I've heard, but maybe people just use that as the
To catch all.
default go-to.
I
Yeah.
always call them siblings. And
Yeah.
I don't remember. So
But anyway, I understand now why every Matrix fan is kind of just like the shitlord incel that doesn't get this movie, and it's because of how terrible the dialogue is in this, and also, I mean, this is literally a live action anime. Like it is,
Right,
it is
kinda.
exactly 100% this like weird live action anime thing.
the problem is, most animes actually explain what they're doing. At no point, I said
that's
most.
true.
At no point does Morpheus ever explain why he thinks Neo is the one. Ever. He just says that, that the one before, when he died, the Oracle said that I would find the one at some point. So I kept looking. And I found you. Okay, why do you think
Yeah,
I'm the
but
one?
He also found all the other ones first, and they weren't it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
like
I think that part of what they do though is also just pulling people out of the Matrix to gather a team so they have expendable people to die.
But here's the other thing. He also says at one point that he doesn't like pulling people out after a certain age.
True.
So when was he pulled out? When was everybody else pulled out?
That's a great question.
I didn't know. So that's something I caught this time around. That's something I never caught the other times I've watched this movie.
Same,
Again,
actually.
it's been a decade since I've watched this movie.
But here's the question. Here's the real question. I love your shirt, by the way, Joey.
I know. It's perfectly fine.
If he is only pulling people out when they were younger, was Trinity a kid when she broke into the IRS database?
Right. If that's true, like that's awesome for her. But
And another thing is if they're pulling kids out, that means they're giving children the choice of whether they want to live in a reality or live in a ship eating mush. Like I don't know. I feel like that's a decision that should be made after you're an adult. But
I also question. So I mean, the whole point of so whenever they get pulled out of the Matrix and brought into reality, the Sentinels, or the basically all of the robots, flush the humans down the drain, right, into whatever sewer system.
Yeah,
why didn't they just kill them right there and then?
So I think what that is, because they talk about how they use the people to make nutrients for the other people. So basically, it's it's cannibalism that's happening. I think that when they flush them down into that sewer system, the bodies get gathered up, which is why the things were down there to grab him. You know what I'm talking about?
Which things?
Like, yeah, when he gets unplugged and they drop his
Yeah.
body, and then like it gets flushed out. I think that the Sentinel bots, I think those also come down to pick up the bodies to take them wherever they are, and they just leave them in that sewer slush until they have a chance to pick them up. Because they assumed he's dead, so they probably just assume the body would be there whenever they get around to collecting.
Okay.
Or at least I'm assuming that's what the like pill that they give him does is
the pill tracks them.
Yeah,
the pill is a tracker for the team to grab eventually,
but it also wakes him up.
Correct.
Which I think that makes them think that it's like a bad seed, and then deposits.
But they're in. Okay, but they're in the computer when they take the pill. So is it like actually like code that gets sent? Okay, because like there's a lot of things that happen in this that I had to kind of stop and go like, okay, so like obviously this isn't a real thing. This is like the code happening that allows them to do it. All right,
they're like super hackers, They get all the information
and so I guess I didn't understand why can't the program just find them and shut them down instantly? Is it like the operator is like scrambling and changing the codes?
So I think what it is they're not actually, they're hacked into the program. They're not part of the program, maybe. So like it's like they have to go around to find them to delete them from the program, because when they get when they're in the system, then they can find them with the Sentinels and send the Sentinels to track them and take them out. But when they're not in the system, they're able to hide from them and stuff. Because like that was the whole thing when they went after Morpheus, was that they were in the system for so long because they were connected to it with Morpheus, and then when they sent Neo and Trinity back in, that they were able to send the Sentinels to find their ship. So I'm thinking that like as long as they aren't in there for a long time, that they can't. It's like pinging off the system as opposed to being actually connected.
Okay, got it.
I would assume, anyways. But also, I mean,
But like Joey said, they also don't explain anything in this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yet this was a box office hit. Like this movie,
well, I mean,
because of the action mainly, and what it did for like the effects is what made this
cinematography had like the cinematography they had in this was like cutting edge, like the multiple cameras going around to where it makes it seem like action stopped, like when she does her kick thing and stuff.
That when he's doing the bullet time thing, like they created a whole new level of camera work that
they created what action movies to this day still do.
Yeah,
like they were pioneers with this movie.
Yes, which is
actually interesting that we got to see this like unfold. Like I feel like innovation within media is something that we don't get to see happen often, and we are finally reaching the age where we can go back and go and say, holy shit, I remember when this came out, and now I've seen what it has done for society and like media and stuff. And I feel like this is kind of the first thing that our generation got to see with like a change.
Right.
At least to movie media, It's just crazy to think about. Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But that being said, holy shit, is so unbelievably obvious that they're on tight ropes now.
Yeah,
or like wire stuff.
The wire sets and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. Like they are giving themselves crazy wedgies this entire fucking movie. It's nuts. Their pants shift independently from the rest of their bodies. One thing that still doesn't hold up and didn't hold up back then is the dialogue, specifically
Yeah.
Neo's dialogue. I now do fully understand why we made fun of Keanu for so many years, because is he supposed to sound like this?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is.
know. Because he didn't sound like this in Bill and Ted's. I don't think he sounded like this in Point Break. I don't think he sounded like this in, trying to think of a couple of the other movies that he did at this around before this time.
Speed.
Speed. I don't think he sounded like this in Speed.
He doesn't understand what's going on, so he's always confused.
Well, so I wonder if that's the idea. Is he supposed to sound like the naive idiot in this
Yes.
one? And that doesn't, does that change?
He sounds like this a little bit in John Wick too, though. Like
but maybe he's just paying homage. You know,
I don't know. I think that's just how he is.
Maybe that's actually how Keanu Reeves sounds, and he slips out of character every now and then, and just I don't know. I've never watched any interviews or anything with him, so okay. So when they're first trying to pull him out of the system, and they call him at his office with the phone, and it rings as soon as he.
Before you get there, can we just talk about how he was late for work? And he's being reprimanded by his boss, I assume. And then next time we see him, he's sitting at his desk with no computer on, just sitting there doing nothing. Like, how long was he just sitting there?
But you got to remember, okay, Joey, I know you've never worked in an office before.
I have not.
That is 90% of an office worker's day is just sitting there not doing anything at the computer. And any office worker will vouch me for this one. But also, I work in offices all the time, and I see this shit. But the fact that he couldn't follow basic directions, because he's like, okay, I need you to leave your cubicle, go to the cubicle across from you. So he does that, right? Then he's like, now I need you to go to the cubicle down the hall or down the aisleway from your cubicle, right?
Directly down the all the way to the end.
Directly down the aisle all the way to the end. Dude, he turns, so he goes the opposite way. He turns right, then he takes a left, and then he takes another left, which means that instead of going to his basically his right, like he should have in the first place, he takes a left, then a right, then a left, then a left. So he's actually going behind where he originally was instead of going to the right where he should have been going.
And yet somehow he still makes it to the room he's supposed to get to.
That's because Neo is actually so dumb, but he still is able to access his powers. He just changed where he was supposed to be going,
I guess.
But then he gets out there and he's like, I can't do this. And instead of putting the phone in his pocket to go out there on the ledge, he just holds it in his hand the whole time until he drops it, of course. And it's like, dude, you could have simply just slipped that into your pocket, had two whole hands to hold on to that building with, and been fine.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't have not realized how high it was. And
that's fair. Also, I want to know where that phone landed and who it killed.
Right, because it was freaking Nokia.
Because that thing
dropping from floor 80 or whatever.
There's probably like a crater where it landed on the cement down there.
Oh man, those bricks back in the. I mean, that wasn't even the brick though. That was the Nokia 2 or something.
Yeah, like the little weird slide bottom one.
Yeah,
I forgot those things existed until I watched this again.
I feel like I had one of those at one point. I know I had the brick, but I may have had that at one point. I don't remember though.
Hugo Weaving in this movie plays such a good sociopathic character. I believe wholeheartedly that he is not human throughout this whole movie.
Right.
That's Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, that's Mr. Smith.
Mr.
Agent
Smith.
Yeah.
Agent Smith.
Yeah. The one
Mr.
that's always going,
Mr.
Anderson.
Yeah. Some interesting roles that got turned down in this. Of course, famously, Will Smith turned this down to do Wild Wild West.
Yep.
Good.
Which I think, looking back at it, was a smart idea. I think Wild Wild West is just as good as this movie is.
I enjoy Wild Wild West for different reasons.
It falls apart, but
100%.
Yeah,
but
it's still good. And then the guy who was supposed to be Agent Smith, and now for the life of me, I can't remember who it is. turned the role down to do the '98 Godzilla movie.
Matthew Broderick.
No, the other one. And for the life of me, I can't think of his name now or what any other movie that he's ever been in. Reno something Reno.
Gene Reno,
Yeah,
like the French dude.
yeah. The French dude.
Oh, dude, yeah. He was in
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
The first
yeah.
Mission Impossible.
He turned it down to do the '98 Godzilla movie.
He's a great actor. I like him.
I like
I
him a
do
lot
too.
too.
He would have been. He actually would have been a good Mr. Smith, I think, or Agent Smith.
I don't know that he would have.
I think he would have.
I don't think he could do
Hugo Weaving is better. I think Gene Reno would have been good.
I think
Hugo
Gene
Weaving
Reno
is
too
better.
human for it though.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because like he has like, I don't know. There's just something that Hugo Weaving didn't feel like a real person in this. Like,
Yeah, he's an elf.
I mean, that's fair. He plays Elrond, in case you didn't know, in the Lord of the Rings, Chuck.
Yeah, I know. I did know that.
Oh, okay.
But now it does have me ask the question: was Neo's dialogue written for Will Smith? Because if that's the case, then I think I kind of understand why his dialogue is so rough. Because you know for a fact Will Smith was going to at least ad-lib a little bit of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
just like pulling me out of the Matrix and stuff, and
You'd be like, man, I know Kung Fu. You know what I mean? Like, like just him being like the Fresh Prince. And I don't know. It's interesting to me. I can't. I hope it gets better.
so when they're fighting, since you brought that up, and Morpheus is like, "Do you even think that's air you're breathing right now?" I saw this meme that was like, you rip ass, then you look at somebody, and you're like, "Do you even think that's air you're breathing right now?" and for the life of me, that's all I can think about every time I hear that line now is that like he's just like, you know, because that was pretty funny.
Nice.
That does sound like something you would enjoy.
When he gives Neo the pill, right?
Yeah.
And he watches Neo take it, he has the most sinister look on his face when he watches Neo take the pill. He's like,
Oh yeah,
like he
he's happy
knows
he
what-
actually accepted.
but it doesn't look happy. It looks like he is some kind of sadist, and he's like, I know all the pain you're gonna go through after you take this pill, and it's
Well, that
turning me
too.
on.
I am also impressive. I'm also impressed that giant bug tracking machine that they used on him in the car ran on a cigarette lighter.
Hey, you know what? You'd be surprised what you can get off of 12 volts, all right?
I know you can get a lot, but like that thing was massive. Just saying.
That's what she said.
Yo, cars used to have lighters. in them. It's
So
just crazy. to
day.
me.
when I was rewatching this, because I watched it today, when APOC first shows up on the scene, I was like, is that Keegan Michael Key when he's younger?
Nah.
And I had to look it up. It wasn't, but when I
No.
first saw him, I was like,
There's some similarity, sure.
I was like, man, I can't remember how old Keegan Michael Key is, but it could possibly have been him. It wasn't, but they have very similar like nose and eye structure.
Yeah.
yeah.
And going back to Morpheus and weird things that he says and looks at Neo, when he is hooking him into the computer and he slides that thing inside of him and he says, "This may feel a little weird." That was sexually charged. I don't care what anybody says.
Put it on the trope or put it on the bingo.
This movie
take out of context.
This movie is super crazy Christian coded, super crazy gay coded. Holy
Same
shit.
difference.
This thing is, yeah, pretty much at this rate. And absolutely insane the level of like homoeroticism that happens in this movie that much like I think the actual point of the movie, which is computers bad, AI bad.
Which is true.
Everybody is just looking at it and going, "Oh, cool fight scenes," and we're gonna miss the point, which is were super gay Christian anti-computer people.
Yeah, he even mentions at one point
but-
that AI took over, and we're
Yeah.
gonna stop the AI. We're gonna blow up the sky or blow up the sun or something like that. And
But you also have to remember, it's not actually Christianity that wins out; it's Judaism, because they're Zionists.
That's true. That is true.
Fair enough.
I will also say that I think I found my own version of Ron's complaint about movies.
Ooh.
So Ron famously has said often on this that movies don't score as high for him when it's a prequel to an event that we've already seen, right? I.e.,
Yes.
he doesn't like Rogue One because
I know that
already
everybody's going to die.
Right, he already knows that everybody's going to die. I have figured out the thing I hate is we are a rebel group trying to stop a thing that is so well established that them actually winning, what does that do? How does that free them? How does society kind of like go back? Because the computers have at this point so taken over that they have changed the way that life works, that if they even do defeat the program and they free everybody from the matrix,
everybody's going to die anyways because there's no food and there's no
there's no food, there's no system, there's no eco structure except for the one place where everybody's living in Zion or whatever. But that won't be able to house all of these people that get free. So, like, what does this do? What is the point of this movie? That's kind of where that's my new thing is like,
all right,
the thing that they're going to do isn't going to work anyway. So, what is the point of this movie?
And then you get 2 and 3, which doesn't answer those questions.
I believe the fourth one does, and nobody was happy about it.
I don't think it did though.
So this goes back.
Right. I don't know. I haven't watched.
This also goes back to Reaganomics because the guy that almost fucks the whole thing up, his name is Mr. Reagan.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys call it that or not, but Cypher's real name was Mr. Reagan, and like I don't know if that was supposed to be like allegory towards like Reagan fucking everything up, but I like to think it is.
Honestly, with the Wachowskis,
money,
it's a good possibility. Also, speaking of Cypher,
and he wanted to be rich and important and popular, like an actor or something. Did you get that?
Again, with the Wachowskis, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Like it's. Yeah. I didn't look up anything in the IMDb. I've been slacking on that department when it comes to these movies. I just haven't had time.
You can't say that you've been slacking on things when you have 45 different.
I've been slacking on the important stuff and not doing my work. That
sounds like you.
Yep, thanks. But no, with Cypher, did you guys actually think that the agents were gonna put him back in?
No, they were gonna kill him.
Of course not.
Thank you. I didn't think they were.
And the fact that he believed that just shows that they pulled him out when he was a child.
Right. No, that adds to it. Like, it just goes with what Morpheus said, which, I mean, he obviously got pulled out when he was a kid. He had to have. Because if he's pulling out other people when they were kids, but at the same time, like, they all were close to the same age-ish, I assume. I don't know.
Hard to say.
Exactly. It really is, because no one's really giving ages here. They have no idea. They have no knowledge. Nobody knows anything. But then Cypher even said like he's sick and tired of living in that bubble or whatever. Although that being said, though, like the ship itself, the Nebuchadnezzar was christened in, what was it, 20? It said on the ship itself, like 2159 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's been going for like 40 years or something like that.
Like that. I can't remember because he said he thinks it's 2199, but he doesn't know exactly.
The Nebuchadnezzar, is that Nemo's ship?
I thought it was, but I don't.
No, Nebuchadnezzar is a guy from the Bible that tries to. Huh? I'm pretty sure that Nebuchadnezzar is a dude from the Bible that like tries to get people to worship a false idol. But I could be wrong.
King of the Babylonian Empire.
Oh, okay.
Watch over your heir. Something with Babylon. In the Bible, King Nebuchadnezzar was a powerful Babylonian king who conquered Judah, destroyed the first temple of Jerusalem, and initiated the Babylonian exile of the Jews. Taking many captive to Babylon, he is known for his military might, immense building projects in Babylon, and for his interactions with the prophet Daniel, whom he recognized for interpreting his dreams. Okay, so it wasn't the Bible. Okay.
So wait a minute. He sounds pretty anti-Semitic then.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Okay. That's super interesting because it sounds like, well, no, that wouldn't make any sense because that would mean that he probably his story would have been the Tower of Babel in Babylon, right? They kept just building the tower higher and higher and higher, and then God was like, "Stop doing that," and then knocked it over or whatever.
Oh, the Tower of Babel.
Yeah. Well, did
I don't
that
think
happen
that
in
was in
Babylon?
though.
Oh, wait, was that when they changed everybody's voices?
Yeah,
they
changed
changed
the
everybody
language,
to
yeah.
having different languages. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I wonder if it has anything to do with Babylon 5. Where's Chris when we need him? Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris.
Was he a Babylon 5 guy? I wonder if he's a Babylon 5
We talked
guy.
about that. I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was either. No, nobody liked Babylon 5.
So some information from the IMDb trivia. Carrie Ann Moss apparently performed all of the shots
I was way off.
Trinity at the beginning of the film, and all the wire stunts she did herself. And at one point in time, she had twisted her ankle during one of the shoots, but she didn't tell anybody because she was afraid she was going to get recast.
Damn.
Yeah. The opening scene took 6 months of training and 4 days to shoot.
Jesus.
That I did know. They spent like years like training for this, didn't they? Wasn't this movie in production hell for like 3 years or something like that? Because they had to like learn how to do all the tightrope stuff. Because Keanu also does a lot of his own stunts in this movie, and he broke his arm or something.
I know he learns everything. I know for John Wick, he learned all the gunplay for that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he did all the gunplay for this, and I wouldn't be surprised if he hurt himself either.
I feel like that's something that happened. That he got
hurt
crazy
his back,
hurt.
I think.
Okay.
Maybe it was his back, something like that.
I think I remember
he got fucked up apparently because
I think I remember hearing about that also.
Yeah.
Something funny because we were talking about the dialogue and stuff, and the studio insisted on a great deal of explanatory dialogue, which I don't remember that part. They described the screenplay as the script that nobody understands.
Yep.
That tracks.
I don't think we got enough dialogue then.
It is actually kind of a miracle that this movie got made. Like, it seems like a production nightmare. It seems like if you have your executives being like, this doesn't make any sense, like, what are you doing? It looked crazy expensive at the time.
So at the beginning of the movie, when Neo pulls the hard drives or whatever he had out of that book, the simulacra and simulation, that was required reading for all of the stars in this movie before they were able to star in it, because they had to have an understanding of what was going on in that. Yeah, and the Wachowskis made them read that before they were able to open the script, because they wanted the actors themselves to be able to explain the Matrix philosophy to other people.
That's a little much.
That's what I was thinking.
I was gonna say, would anything like that actually happen nowadays?
I feel like nowadays, no, because I feel like they want certain actors for certain movies, and actors are too high profile to be like, no, I don't want, no.
Here you go, Chuck. Prior to the pre-production, Keanu Reeves suffered a 2-level fusion of his cervical spine, which had begun to cause paralysis in his legs, requiring him to undergo neck surgery. He was still recovering during the pre-production, but insisted on training. The stunt coordinator let him practice only punches and lighter moves. Reeves trained hard and even requested training on off days. However, the surgery left him unable to kick for 2 out of the 4 months of training. As a result, Reeves did not kick much in the film. So yeah,
that's
you're
true.
right.
He throws a lot of punches.
Like punches to the throat.
Yeah.
37 times.
Like as soon as I got to that scene, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that meme, I guess. It's hilarious. But you brought up something earlier when Morpheus jammed the thing in Neo's head. There was one point when he's learning all of the stuff that Tank, throws into his head. When he's like moving his head around and turning, it's like, if you've got that thing jammed,
there's no way your head
cannot move.
Yeah,
the way those seats were set up, you're not moving your head.
And why don't they have a strap across their forehead
so they can't jostle around? Because
because what happens if
you knock it off?
Exactly, like when he's getting punched by Agent Smith. Like, there's no way he's just doing this. Like, he would definitely double over and just pull that thing out of his head and die.
Well, they have to. There's a clip. There's like a thing that they have to grab.
All right, so I don't know if you know this or not, but like your cell phone port, if you're not careful with that and you move that and jerk it, even if it doesn't come out of the phone, it can still fuck up your charging port.
Yes. No, you're right. But is there like a hair curler clip that you have to like grab hold and pull down to pull out?
That's fair.
That's literally it was a hair curler that they jammed in the back of their neck.
Sounds painful.
Well,
sorry, I'm still reading through the IMDb stuff while you guys are talking.
There's a ton of IMDb stuff.
This was shot mostly in Sydney, Australia, and the location scouts had such a difficult time finding a rundown American-looking location because most of the Urban Decay locations had to be created from scratch because we're trash and Australia apparently has better infrastructure than the United States does.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. Australia is actually pretty self-sustaining. It's actually really impressive.
Oh, wow.
For their climate.
The studio also wanted Val Kilmer for the role of Morpheus.
Really?
And Sandra Bullock had been offered the role of Trinity.
Ooh.
I am glad they did not.
The actress who plays Trinity does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
And an absolute fucking brick house. Holy shit. She looks stupid good at this. Her abs are like chiseled.
Yeah.
She looks fucking nuts. Do we see her naked at any point in this movie?
I think the second one.
Second one she gets
third
naked?
one?
I don't think we ever actually see anything. We may see her butt, but that's about it.
I don't know.
I don't think we actually see anything.
All right. That's a shame.
Oh, nice. Hugo Weaving stated that the character of Agent Smith was enjoyable to play because it amused him. He developed a neutral accent with specific character for the role. He wanted Smith to sound neither robotic nor human, and also said that the Wachowskis' deep voices influenced Smith's own. When the filming began, he mentioned that he was excited to be part of something that would extend his abilities. And it did, because goddamn, he did not seem human at all. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, it worked great.
Yeah, he's really good.
It says that Carrie Ann Moss, sorry, not Carrie Fisher, Carrie Ann Moss, couldn't go outside with sunglasses after they filmed this movie, or after this movie was released, because she was instantly recognized when she had sunglasses on.
That sounds about right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway. Any other notes, boys?
My last note I got is that Morpheus is really lucky that that Neo missed him with that railgun.
Right? Like, dude, and he was blasting everywhere in that room.
Right.
So when they first blow out that window, did you notice that nobody was in the room?
I didn't, but it makes sense.
You can see Morpheus's chair and there's nobody in it, and none of the agents are in there.
Yeah, that's right.
But it shows it like in the shot of the film. But also right before that, when they catch Morpheus and Agent Smith like beats the shit out of him, and then the cops just go in there and start beating the shit out of him just for the fun of it. That was actually a real scene. Those weren't actors.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've watched Home Alone recently because right as of time of recording, it's Christmas season. And there's that scene where he walks outside and he's like, I'm not afraid anymore. Did you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore. And in this, when Neo is dying or whatever, and Trinity like mounts him while he's in the chair and she's whispering in his ear or whatever, and she goes, I'm not afraid anymore. And I'm like, all I could think about was Kevin McAllister walking out there and getting scared by the shovel man,
Did you by chance see the SNL skit over the weekend? Ariana Grande was on it this past weekend, and they did a Home Alone skit, like reality, what really happened kind of thing. And they did her as Kevin McAllister, and the mom comes home, and apparently Kevin forgot to pick up all of the traps. And so when the family comes home, the family starts setting off all the traps and basically just dies. It's kind of fun.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I also had a note in here that Neo was kind of like reverse, like he had the reverse going of like when a female character needs a male character to make them the best they can be, because he would have just died if it wasn't for Trinity whispering in his ear. And I felt like it was like the opposite of like the women always needing a man to be behind them in a movie to make them powerful or whatever. I thought that was an interesting role reversal there.
All right.
But other than that, yeah, that's my last note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chuck, got anything else?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I think
say for the scores.
I think the only reason that he thought Neo was the one was because he just moved the O to the beginning and just one.
It's because he's dyslexic and he read the name as one.
Yep. All right, so
it's canon now. It's canon that Morpheus is dyslexic and read Neo's name as one, and that's why he
representation is really important to us. Okay,
it is.
Ron?
We've got a grand total of 36 for the kill count. No lost limbs, although we do have a broken arm. I did see a broken arm in there.
He broke that crazy style.
Yeah, he did. That was great.
Yeah. I do have one question though. So people like the cops are real people?
Yes. So there's murdering real people.
But they know
real people in the Matrix. Like they're in the Matrix.
Yeah, but they're still
right.
But when they die, they're still just flushed out of the system and dead because they're actual people.
Right. But my question is, because they seem to know about Agent Smith.
Well, I think the agents are somewhat okay. You know how like in movies we get that trope of like when the FBI comes in, like in Die Hard, and they're like, "Oh, here's the FBI to take over." I think that's kind of what the agents are, except they're like above the FBI, maybe. Like everybody knows about them because they're like this special task force, and anytime that they're around, they know something's going down. If that makes sense.
They're the bureau that comes in to clean up a mess or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're like special
they're supposed to literally be like the Men in Black, essentially.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody knows about them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I don't understand. Oh, okay.
So bingo. We have product placement, government interference, unexplainable science, comic logic, hero designs, costume, because technically anything that Neo wears when he's in the Matrix after he leaves is what he pictures himself wearing.
That's what Morpheus said, yeah.
ID revealed to a friend, to an enemy, and to a love interest. So
it counts. Yeah, it counts. Yeah.
We have a training montage. We have betrayal by a friend, We have a rejection of destiny because he's like, I'm not the one, like blah, blah, blah. We have an inability to control powers. We have a villain monologue. We have hero kills. We have sexual innuendo. We have fight for control of something. We have implied nudity because when he's in the Matrix, he is naked.
Yeah.
And then we have
he
meme
gets out
origins.
naked.
Yeah. And meme origin.
Yeah, this movie's memed out
2,
crazy.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We had 18, so we had 3 of them. We were 2 away from 4 bingos.
So close. We'll get 5. We'll get a full board eventually.
Eventually we will. There will be some movie that ticks all the markers.
Do we have 25 on there?
Oh, that's a great question.
We'll check that. We'll check that off, Mike. We don't have to do that right now.
Okay. One question before you move on. The Oracle character, that's a person or that's a part of the program?
So that is okay. I know we find out more about the Oracle in the next 2 movies.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I think she's part of the program. But
yeah, she is.
As of right now,
we don't know that.
We believe her to be a person.
Okay.
Well, no, we know she's not a person because Morpheus specifically states that she's been with us since the beginning.
Oh,
well, I could still mean it's still a person. Like she could have been the first one or something,
and just been around since for like 100 and something years.
Yeah, like I know in the next movie.
Well, I wonder if it was like she was a person and then her physical body died and they somehow uploaded her into the Matrix. Does she still exist? I mean, this is coming from a guy who's never seen the other 2, so I don't know.
I know the actress passed away and they
switched her out in
different
the
actress.
next one.
Yeah. I know it was very respectful.
Don't they get like they get like an older lady or something?
I think they get a younger one, but it was somebody who like knew her or was like related to her or something, and or was friends with her or something like that. It was very respectful how they did it, and they like explained it away. It was really good. So yeah.
Okay.
So on Kate.
Right. So I would like to offer up an official petition.
Yes. What's the petition?
To rename the Spawn Cape Continuum to the Matrix metric instead. This is a 1 of 1, dude. This is literally what the Spawn Cape Continuum was. When this movie came out, this was a technological feat.
Yes.
The CG, the way they shot it, everything looked impeccable. It was groundbreaking. And I sat here and I watched it on my phone. I started at the gym and then I did dishes at home and I watched it. And then I did a little bit of painting and I sat and watched it. And holy shit, it doesn't hold up. It looks fucking terrible. And the crazy part is,
wait till we get to the next one.
I was going to say, it gets worse because they start using that 2002 technology where everybody's super crazy rubber.
Right.
It looks, like Blade 2.
Yeah. It's
Blade
like
2,
that
Mummy
same...
2, like, whatever happened in 2002, 2003,
Spider-Man
it just got bad.
It's because
they started Spider-Man 3.
Because instead of what happened was instead of them using the CGI to augment reality, they just cut the reality out of it and made it all CGI for that while.
Right. Yeah.
That was really bad.
And that's what very much fucked it.
So what we're calling it, Matrix what?
The Matrix
metric.
Metric, yeah.
The Matrix metric. I was really proud of that one.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, got it.
Yeah, that was good.
I want to write the name down so I can remember it for next time.
So not a Muppet. My vote for not a Muppet is the agents.
Yes, same.
Because so first off, that would make them outside of everybody. But second off, when they possess somebody's body and they explode out of them, they would like explode out of this tiny little Muppet into a whole full-size human and just throw like a bunch of like cotton and like felt everywhere.
That was my thinking exactly.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm on board. That sounds awesome.
Man, that's a clean sweep right there. That's pretty good.
Yeah. We don't get that very often, but that's awesome.
No, we don't. So Chuck,
all right,
give us a score?
Okay. Is this a Matrix movie? Yes, it is. I don't know what to tell you, man. I remember hating. I used to think I hated this because of the fan base. I think I just hate it because it's not a terribly good movie. Um, the plot, there's no plot. The plot that's there doesn't make any sense. It it doesn't look good anymore. That being said, I if I saw that, I also should point out, hey, I'm pretty much I'm new to this. This is kind of like my Star Trek for this year, I guess you could argue. If I saw this in 1999 in the movie theater, I probably would have absolutely lost my mind. This
Yeah.
would have been a core memory in my upbringing, but it didn't, and therefore, it's bad. Should I give Joy a strike for it? I don't think my score will be low enough to justify that, but you're on thin ice, buddy.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say it's not warranted. Like it's.
I don't. Here's
I
the
can't
thing.
say it's bad enough for a strike.
It's not bad enough for a strike because the action scenes are still kind of fucking cool. I really do love Morpheus versus Neo in the dojo. As a guy who loves fight sequences, that was really cool. And there's a lot of homage to a lot of kung fu movies that I love. He does a lot of Bruce Lee stuff. It's really cool. The trying to save Morpheus running up the building, that was cool. Like going through the building felt very video game-ish, and that was neat. But outside of that, it doesn't really save a lot of this. I'm going to be generous and say 3.01.
I mean, it's not terrible.
No, it feels hurtful. I feel like I'm being hurtful, but I stand on it. So.
No, that's fair. We aren't here to judge you on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I, on the other hand, did see this at a young age, and I do remember the badassness of it when it first came out. And I remember thinking that, like, cinematically, this was an awesome movie. Like you said, the fight scenes were great. You know, they had awesome choreography. They had awesome, like, cinematography with the cameras, like the almost stop motion camera, because they did the spin around with like 45 different cameras or whatever. And even like the wire fighting scenes were just kind of cool as shit, because it gave it a sort of like next level of action, to me anyways. I mean, I haven't watched this movie in over 10 years, so obviously it's not like it's a movie that, you know, is near and dear to my heart or anything. But if I had somebody that either hadn't watched it or that wanted to watch it, I would probably still watch it with them. I'm going to give this a 5.15, because while it's not a great movie, I probably would still watch it again. I was a lot more critical of it this time because I was watching it for the show, and having been critical of it, I can't go back from seeing the things that I've seen, which is why it didn't get a higher score like most of my nostalgia scores do. But also, I feel like it was a little pompous in what it was trying to do. Like, I get that it was trying to make like this big statement about, you know, like the state of the world and whatnot, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't hit the same way as it originally did when I saw it. So, Joey, what about you?
I agree. Like this movie, like I said before, I remember watching it 99, 2000, whenever it came out on DVD. I don't remember if I watched it in theaters, but I remember watching it around that time. And I loved it back then. So nostalgia for me is playing into this movie. However, rewatching it now and seeing it with the critical eye that we watch these movies with, it doesn't hold up. And that hurts it. At the same time, it's been, like I said before, almost a decade since I've seen this. And when the last time I watched it, I wasn't giving it the attention I probably would have. I think I just put it on because I'm like, all right, well, I haven't watched it and I just want to watch the trilogy. So here it is. I just want to watch some fun action scenes. I'll just put it on instead of just watching the action scenes. The story, rewatching it now and actually paying attention, there's no story. we nitpicked it, and we can't find out why he actually.
It takes all three movies, all three of the original movies, to explain the story, basically.
And even that, the fact that it takes all three, like this was a standalone movie. They, as far as I'm aware, they hadn't planned 2 and 3 just yet when this movie came out. Like this.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought they had all three of them already planned out when this.
I don't think they did. I think this movie was a box office hit, and Warner Brothers was like, "Hey, do you have any more in the pocket for us?" And they're like, "Yeah, we could do something." I could be completely wrong on that one. Again, I didn't look at the IMDb. I don't remember 25 years ago. A lot has happened to me in 25 years. So, but that being said, like I enjoyed it back then. I still enjoyed parts of it here now, watching it this time around. I would have no problem watching it again with somebody else who either hasn't seen it or would want to watch it like for shits and giggles. But I'm not going to be putting this on just for the heck of it anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I'm giving it a 4.73, which gives us a combined score, because I rounded up, a 4.3. It was 4.296, but I round up. So 4.3, which drops it in at number 130 out of 182 movies, just behind Barbed Wire and Flash Gordon, the first one, the live action one, at a 4.39, and just above Batman the movie from 1966 at a 4.28.
This scored higher than Batman the movie, but lower than the live action
Flash Gordon movie.
Flash Gordon.
Yep.
Who the hell scored Flash Gordon? Oh,
you and me.
I didn't score Flash Gordon. If it was the cartoon, I slashed it high. If it wasn't the cartoon, it was not high.
Let me.
Yep, pull it up.
Sorry, I just saw a bunch of money in my thing there. I just
woohoo. Are you sure it wasn't the cartoon? Because the cartoon.
No, because Flash Gordon the cartoon was called The Greatest Adventure of All, and I put that on the list as The Greatest Adventure of All.
Gotcha.
And that's higher on our list.
It better be, because. Were we still being nice when I scored that one?
Hold on, I gotta find it on the thing here, because that was early in our.
Yeah, I mean that was like the first.
It should be pointed out that I definitely loved Barbed Wire more than I love this. So little hurt that they're at the same spot, but
I mean Barbed Wire's still higher.
Yeah, but not by a lot.
No, we had Travis on there, and okay, so I guess I did score it higher.
What's my score on that one?
Your score was a 2.75 on that one.
Okay, and what was your score?
Mine was a 5.3.
And what was Travis's score?
Yeah, Travis Hines gave it a 5.15, I think.
So I'm the only person that saved that to getting a real score, is what I'm hearing.
5.145. I don't know.
I knew that I didn't score that movie high, because the first time I watched that movie, I thought it was stupid, and it didn't.
I enjoyed it the first time I watched it.
That's crazy.
Anyways, Chuck, where can they find you at, buddy?
They can find me coughing off mic. They can find me at the last Sunday of every month, right here. You owe me $5. Right here.
I mean, I found like $120 here in my thing. So
he wants 5. I'll take 115.
No, I'm good.
You can find me. Please understand that we still need you to watch those commercials, despite the money that Joe just found. Okay, thank you very much.
That's Joey's money that he found. He's not going to share that with us.
I don't remember. Chances are that was something. That was probably something my daughter gave me for something she owed me money for. So
see, Chuck and I are broke. Joey has a really nice job and he makes a lot of money, but Chuck and I are broke.
At time of recording,
when you're listening to this, that helps Chuck and I more than it helps Joey.
Yeah, at time of recording, I am officially laid off, and I have not worked at my job long enough to get paid unemployment. So I need y'all to listen to the ads. Thank you very much. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, the last Sunday of every month, you can find Joey and I doing a little show we like to call Getting Franchise, the latest and greatest in media franchises. At time of release, we are gearing up for the very first episode of season 2, where
We're
we
about
talk. Well, there you go. See, we're a week away. Where we did our first spotlight, where we pick either a creator or an actor or a studio of some sort. Anything, could be anything. And we watch 2 movies, their latest, or both just their greatest. We of course picked Jim Henson, where we didn't watch any Muppets because that would be too easy and too fun. We watched Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal.
Technically, you did see Muppets then, because there are Muppets galore in both of those movies.
Yes.
So, fun fact: we actually do discuss the difference between the Muppets with the capital M, and lowercase Muppet.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
They would be Muppet with a capital M. So,
gotcha. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah. So it's very important that you listen to the episode so you know the difference. Okay. Very important to do that. That being said, check that out there. If you want to find me on the internet, you find me at Kicked Out of the Hobby on Instagram. No Ian Kicked, where I, about a month ago, posted a photo of all the projects that I did in 2025, where there is over 100 models, at least 120 something models that I painted this past year, and some dioramas and stuff. So you can go see all of that. Kicked Out of the Hobby, no E in Kicked. Ronald.
You can find me on the internet on Instagram, TikTok, Bluesky at Good at This Game. You can find my art on the internet at at Good Art This Game, and you can also find it on our shirts on TeePublic, which maybe sometime soon we'll have a new shirt.
Hey. Oh yeah, I forgot Chuck, you said that to us.
I don't know if I sent it to the voice chat or if I just sent it directly to you, but
I think it was in the voice chat.
Voice chat?
Yeah.
Oh, the Arnie punching a Snuffleupagus?
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. No, we listened to that episode, didn't we?
That was this week's episode, I think.
Yeah. That was
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
There's a Jingle All the Way reference, and for some reason I don't remember why now that I had you draw Arnie punching a Snuffle. Oh, because we wanted Arnie to be the only guy who wasn't a Muppet, so he punched Snuffleupagus.
That's right. Because and we've established, Arnie has punched a camel, he's punched a horse, he's punched a reindeer. So you know he's got to punch something that's not
that's true.
A real animal.
Yeah.
Yo, we got good bits on the show. Anyway, Joey.
Speaking of good bits on the show, as Chuck spreads his legs for the camera.
Woo, hey. It is. I got shorts on.
You guys can find me on social media at Comic Book Rundown. You can find, you can email us comicbookrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. We're also on YouTube, where you can also leave a message like Simon did, because that's where he always leaves messages.
Oh, wait, real quick, before you read this, funny thing. Simon is like, when you were talking about, when I was talking to him about you reading the things online, and he's like, wait, he didn't say who I was, did he? And I'm like, yeah, because we know it's you. And he's like, oh, great, now I have to change my whole handle and everything. But anyways, continue. It's just Simon being Simon.
Yeah, Simon being Simon. So he says, and this was on the Die Hard episode, so Google's AI overview defines a holiday movie as a movie that gets you into the spirit and has messages about the values associated with the holiday, or something to that effect. Die Hard has family values and selflessness, which is what Christmas is about, and it gets some people in the Christmas spirit. Also, I have YouTube Premium. I hope that doesn't get in the way of the ad stuff. That's just him being, pretentious.
No, that's him making sure that he watches the ads so that he can pay us.
He has YouTube Premium. He doesn't get ads.
Yeah,
doesn't get ads.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He was just saying that, he was like, I would watch the ads, but I'm bougie.
Yeah.
Listen to it on Spotify.
Simon. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to your school You're gonna go to every computer lab.
Simon's out of school.
Oh, you're gonna break into a college, and you're going to log in onto every like local computer that you can find, and you're gonna stream every episode at 1% volume, and just let it run. Just put it on autoplay and let it run.
I mean,
Okay,
realistically, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the office at work, and while everybody's away from their computers, you're going to open up a tab, start the episode, start at the beginning of our
Rundown reviews.
add
feed.
huh?
Rundown reviews feed.
Rundown reviews feed. You're going to start right there, and you're just going to put play through, and you're going to turn down the volume, like Chuck said, to 1%, and you're going to play it in the background. So that just minimize the thing while it's playing and play it through on each computer you find. That way you don't even have to log into them.
There you go.
That's true.
And as a person that's in offices often, I am definitely not going to do that while I'm at work because that would be bad.
Wink. Speaking of, Rundown Reviews obviously has its own feed now. So if you're listening to us on our own feed, thank you for that. But you can also catch it on the Comic Book Rundown feed. Kamen Rider Chronicles has their own feed every Monday and Thursday. Also catch that over on Comic Book Rundown as well. Comic Book Rundown itself is coming out every
Saturday,
every other Saturday with Comic Book Rewind. I just started actually getting those episodes edited and gonna get those up there. So that's gonna take.
This guy's a beast, guys. This guy deserves you guys listening to the commercials for all the work he does.
And then obviously getting franchised, like Chuck said, we've got merch, Redbubble and TeePublic. Eventually I'll get stuff back on Redbubble, I think.
Maybe.
Cam was done by Cam.
Yeah. Ooh, real quick, so I can say that I did my part to get views for this. There's a free foot there. All right.
I got two. Yeah! Joey, show your feet. Joey, show your feet.
He can't. They're too big to put on camera.
Gross.
There we go. All right, now when you
I take the sock off.
Video, when you upload this video, you have to hashtag feet in it somewhere.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna get us views.
Okay. Anyway, our next
I came for the feet, but I stayed after I came and just listened to them. They're actually pretty good show, guys.
Wow, they come for the Matrix episode of all episodes. Our next movie is Star Trek Beyond. We're getting Chris back for this one.
Hey.
Oh,
this is the last time?
No, we got one more after this.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, we
How
got
many
that
Star Trek movies
shitty.
are there?
Well, we got the one on Paramount Plus.
It's a Paramount Plus exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I thought he wasn't coming on for that.
no, I think I convinced him. He said
Okay.
he'd come on. Plus, he said he'd come on for any movie.
He said specifically he was going to come on for all the Star Trek ones so he could spend as much time with his best friend Chuck as he could.
Yeah, that's nice. I really need that right now.
And plus, again, all I have to do is ask him, let him know what movies we got coming up, and then he'll pick. So
yeah,
once I get the list, and that's what I'm going to do that while I'm off work. I'm gonna
Speaking of getting the list, we also need to get it to Jordan because he also said that he would get on
the list
back on
Jordan.
for us.
I also want to get the list to. I think I told Colin like a year ago I get the list to him, and
yeah, we've only heard Colin once. We need to hear him more often.
Yeah, I'll get him back on here. But yeah, so that's what we got. Star Trek Beyond.
Right on.
Never seen that one. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I think I've seen it. So.
Really? You seen that one? They didn't see the other two?
No, I think I have actually seen all three of these.
Oh, okay.
I know I saw Into the Darkness in theaters. I did see that. I feel like I saw Beyond, but maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
All right. Well, Coolio.
There it is.